In any thriving democracy, the politicization of the military is a sign of worry. But that is precisely what's been happening in the United States under President Donald Trump. This was something that the American people had been forewarned about in the build-up to the presidential elections in November last year. Donald Trump had said in October last that the U.S. military should be used to deal with the enemy from within. The enemy he was referring to was what he described as the radical left. Back then, the former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Mark Milley, had been quoted as saying that Donald Trump is the most dangerous person to this country, fascist to the core. Should we have been surprised then that when Donald Trump won the November 2024 election and took over as president in January 2025, the same month he had his defense secretary, Peter Hegseth, revoke General Milley's security clearance and security detail. Hegseth also initiated a review of whether Milley's rank should be reduced. Was this not an outright case of vindictive behavior and, equally worse, a case of politicizing the armed forces? Matters escalated in June this year when President Trump decided to deploy the National Guard as well as the U.S. Marines for what was a case of internal disturbance. Protests in Los Angeles over Trump's crackdown on illegal immigration. Not only was this move condemned by several U.S. military veterans, but as per reports, even officials overseeing the deployment of the National Guard in Los Angeles saw serious cause of concern. They feared, as per initial correspondence that are now part of a court hearing, the potential for miscommunication and fratricide as well as accidental harm to civilians, including children. It's not just Los Angeles, but President Trump had deployed National Guard troops to the capital, Washington, D.C. as well. There is stiff opposition to any attempts by Trump to expand this deployment, with the mayor of Chicago, Brandon Johnson, signing an executive order against any decision that may come from Trump to deploy central troops in the city. The discontent against Trump is only growing. In June this year, millions across the U.S. participated in the No Kings protest across 2,100 locations. There were large congregations to stand in solidarity against Trump's misuse as well as abuse of power, and what many believed was a descent into chaos and a democratic backsliding that their country was witnessing. Trump may tell the world that he's very popular in his country and wants the Nobel Peace Prize. But is he really? Bureau Report, Times Now.